Hi guys, I'm gonna do the rest of our review for our comparing fractions part 2 assignment. So I already did numbers 1 and 2 with you. We found that 2/4 was greater than 1/3 and 3/5 was equal to 6/10. So number 3 says 1/6 compared to 3/6. Well, 3/6 is greater than 1/6. 2/8 compared to 1/4. Well, if you look at your fraction strips, you'll see that 2/8 and 1/4 are equal. 1/3 and 5/10. Well, if you look at your fraction strips, you'll see that 5/10 is greater than 1/3. 3/6 compared to 1/2. When you look at them side by side, you should see that they are actually equal. 1/5 compared to 3/8. Well, 3/8 is greater. 2/8 and 1/4. Did I already have that one? Oh, look at that. We had that one on the other side of the page. I didn't even notice that. Should be an easy one then. It's equal. 1/3 and 3/5. Well, you'll see that 3/5 is actually greater than 1/3. 3/8 and 2/6 are actually not that much different, but if you look at them closely, you'll see that 3/8 is just a bit bigger. 7/8 is way bigger though than 1/8. 3/10 is smaller than 5/10. And 8/10 is actually equal. It's the same size as 4/5. So looking at this question at the bottom now, it says, how can multiplying and dividing help with figuring out equivalent fractions? Well, let's just look at a couple of those equivalent fractions that we found. The first equivalent fraction we had was 3/5 is equal to 6/10. And then what was the next one? The next one was 2/8 is equal to 1/4. So I just want to look at these two. One thing I'd like to point out is it asks you about multiplying and dividing. So think about 3/5. What do I have to multiply by 3 to get to 6? Look at that. If I multiply by 2, that's 6. 5 times 2 is 10. So if I multiply the top and the bottom by the same number, I can actually find an equivalent fraction. It also asks about dividing. Well, think to yourself, what do I have to divide 2 by to get to 1? Well, 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So look at that. We can use division also to find equivalent fractions. It doesn't work with adding and subtracting, though, just to let you know. Okay? But if we multiply the top and the bottom, or if it's possible for us to divide the top and the bottom by the same numbers, we will find an equivalent fraction. All right, guys? Let me just quickly write that down. So, multiplying or dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number gives us an equivalent fraction. We'll talk more about this next week, but for now, that's it for the week. Thanks, guys.